What's good, YouTube? It's Ricky Rose coming at you with a brand new video, and in this video I'm actually going to be going over two different badges that the devs been putting out on Twitter and going over the stat lines for it, showing how they could kind of be overpowered. Not really, but if you use them correctly, they can definitely impact how you play in 2K20. Now, those two badges that I'm going to be talking about is Floor General and Defensive Leader. Now, those two badges, all they do is basically increase the attributes of your opponents. You do not get those. As far as I'm concerned, the badge doesn't affect you. It only helps your teammates. It doesn't, when you go to the description, they don't say you and your teammates. It just says your teammates get an increase to their offensive and defensive attributes depending on the badge that we're talking about. Now, let's just take the first badge, which is Floor General. This is what Zach Timmerman actually posted on Twitter, replying to Defensive Leader. He actually quote tweeted it and then just wrote another paragraph because the two badges are similar. Now, this is what he actually said. If you haven't noticed, Floor General is similar but for offense. Boost offensive abilities of teammates when Floor General is on the floor, and at Hall of Fame only. This last line that he actually wrote only applies to this and Defensive Leader as well. Allows users with Floor General badge to see potential shots of teammates where they stand prior to shooting. So you can see if your friend if he's about to shoot the ball and it says, yo, he's 80% covered, or I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about when it comes to potential shot, how good his teammate shot it, how bad he shot it, how much he was covered. He doesn't really specify. When they say potential of the shot, I don't know if it's gonna like a little box is gonna pop out. The potential of him making this shot is 99%, even though you can still miss, but I'm not sure if that's if that's like a new addition, or you could just see the coverage of the defender stopping your man, your teammates. And I'm still curious as to how is it going to be implemented, how is it going to pop up, even though you could kind of just go into the demo and check it out, but not really much of a dribble head like that. But I just wanted to go over that. Now, keep in mind, he did, if you scroll down, a person replied and said, can we get the exact numbers, please? Bronze gives you 1 attribute, silver 2, gold 3, Hall of Fame 4. Now, the reason that I really wanted to talk about these badges was because we don't actually know what it upgrades. When you look at offensive, you say threes, dunking, driving, dunk, layups. You look at those, but is playmaking within that category in a sense? Because ISO became a new big thing and everybody wants to do it now. And I just want to know if it falls into that category. Let's say you have a 6'5" playmaking sharpshooter with an 82 ball control, and your teammate just happens to have this badge, Hall of Fame. You get 4 extra points, and you get it to 86. Will that person be able to speed boost? Like, obviously, it's only on the court. When you get off the court, you're gonna go back to an 82. But I'm just saying, what if you just have the most basic moves and you can actually speed boost? If playmaking falls in that category where you get those 4 extra attribute points, or just period, if you're a playmaking sharp and you have a 80, 84 and you get those extra 4 from your teammate and you becomes an 88, you're a walking bucket. So in my eyes, I see it as like, god damn, imagine if you're a sharpshooter and you have a 95-3. You just left it with everything default and then you just have a 95-3. They get this badge, you're at a 99. It's just, in my eyes, it can be deadly. It can be used to abuse, and especially with the other badge that we're going to be talking about is Defensive Leader. And just reading about what it is, Defensive Leader replaces Defensive Anchor. New name because it felt like it was big man like. Any positions can equip Defensive Leader. Boost teammate defensive abilities while on the floor. I'm assuming you get the same attribute buff, but he kind of wrote it wrong, because if you actually look in the game, it says that you can get the defensive abilities for Defensive Leader. Like, it just boosts the offensive abilities for your teammates. But when you look at the other badge, it just says that you get attribute upgrades, like, well, attribute bonuses. So I don't know exactly if Defensive Leader is gonna boost up your attributes, or they just made it a little different. Like, if you go for a block, you have an increased chance of blocking it. If you go for a steal, you have an increased chance of stealing it. I don't know if that's exactly how this badge is gonna work, because he never mentioned the attributes go up. He just said defensive abilities. So if you have this, obviously it's the same thing with the potential shot. I don't know exactly how that's gonna be implemented into the game. It's gonna show you the percentage, or it's gonna give you a random percentage of whether the shot's gonna go in somewhere on the screen. But this is obviously talking about your opponent. So if you're guarding somebody, that's what the percentage shot that's gonna actually show you. And just for example, both of these badges work in every single game mode. There is no game mode that's locked out. So if they have it in my team, they have it in my team, whatever player that you're using on my team when it comes to it, you know what I'm saying? The card has it. Pro-Am, Park. I don't know what other game modes is actually going to be in the game stage, but it works in every different location. Whoever has this card or this badge equipped, they most likely gonna boost the whole team up, and everybody's gonna be a defensive lockdown. Basically, it's just imagine this shit, bro. This shit is gonna be ridiculous. Now, another thing that somebody asked was if multiple people have it, will it stack? And he said no. Depending on the person that has the highest overall, in a sense, that's the one that's gonna basically give everybody the boost. So there's no point in having two of the same people because it does not stack. But that is gonna be the end of the video. I just wanted to, shine light on these two badges, because a lot of people that I've been seeing on Twitter, they kind of going the selfish route. They was like, I'm not gonna have Dimer because I'm not gonna be kicking it to you. You're gonna brick it anyway. So I'm gonna just play my role, and if I kick you the ball, you gotta hit it without my Dimer. So a lot of people are taking the selfish route. Hopefully the people that I play with actually go the little extra mile to making the whole team better instead of taking the selfish route. But that's basically going to be the end of the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these two badges, and will you actually equip them if it's available to you. So you already know who the fuck it is, man. It's your boy Ricky Rose, and I'm out of here.